everybody. I guess I'm live now. Just wait for a few more folks to drop in, and we'll get started. You might notice it's a little bit different. A little bit different than normal, just in terms of the fact that it's just me, and not my screen. I'm gonna do just something a little bit different for today's class. We're not going to be learning more about functions today. We're gonna put that on pause. So that's how that's gonna work. Instead, today I want to just address a few things about the project. I've received quite a few questions about the project, and I'm assuming that you're starting to think about what to do with respect to your project, and I kind of want to guide you through that. So today is going to be a fairly short class. I kind of just want to address some of the questions I've been getting and talk about that topic map and see how you guys are doing. So it looks like we got about 6 or 7 people here. Oh, it looks like I'm kind of a little bit choppy right now. That's not nice. What's going on here? Seems to be okay on my end. Why is it so choppy? What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know why it's all choppy. That's weird. Anyway, oh, good morning. Is it always this choppy? I just decided to open up YouTube, and that's unfortunate. Maybe it's because I'm watching it and streaming it at the same time. I don't usually do that. So we'll just wait for a few more people to show up, and then we'll get started. Okay, we're at 13 people. Okay, let's wait for a few more people before I jump into it. I suppose that if you show up a little bit late, or if you're watching after the video has been archived, you can just watch from the beginning of the video. So let's get started then. So I think one of the big questions that I keep getting the most with respect to the project and the topic map is like, what's the difference between those two things? Like, isn't the topic map going to be like much harder because it's 10 topics and the project is actually just 2 topics? Well, with a topic map, I really just want you to name some things that we did. They don't have to be major topics. Like, it doesn't have to be like functions or graphing, right? Those could be a topic, but I would hope that you could find some more specific ones. For example, we could do something like, well, let's see, how about graphing linear functions, right? We did a lot of that. We know how to graph all sorts of linear functions, right? Functions of the form y equals mx plus b, right? That slope-intercept form. Questions or equations of the form y, or I guess we could just say slope point form, right? That's another really nice form for a function, right? So there's lots of different types of functions, linear functions that we can graph. So that could be one topic, is graphing linear functions, or you could even be even more specific. And one of your topics could be, graphing functions of the form y equals mx plus b, right? Slope-intercept form. That could be one topic. And then you could make just a very straightforward connection between those 2 topics. Graphing in slope point form and graphing in slope-intercept form. You could talk about the connection between those 2 things. It does not have to be exhaustive. It doesn't have to be every single topic that we talked about this year. It could be just you know, a very small thing that we did. It doesn't have to be super intense. So I'm hoping that the topic map isn't discouraging, or that you're feeling overwhelmed by the topic map. I really just think that it's a nice thing to sort of end the year off on, just looking back at some of the topics that you remember. 10 topics, I don't think that's too many. I mean, I think that since February, when we started in the second semester, we've probably done, you know, between 20 and 30 topics. Not huge topics. I'm not talking about like a curricular outcome, like something from the curriculum. I'm just talking about something that we did, right? So yeah, that's what the topic map is for. So, and again, I know that a lot of you guys have been asking me about that. Again, don't hesitate to ask. I know that sometimes it might take a day or two for me to reply. You know, I am getting a little bit swarmed with emails at the moment, so I just ask that you be a little patient while you wait for me to respond, because I am getting a fair amount of emails and things like that. So I am trying my best to reply to everyone in as quickly as I can, but I do want to give everyone like a thoughtful response. So yeah, that's the topic map. And then the other thing, of course, is the project itself. And I know that the project has been changed a few times, and I know that we've already been through that, so I don't really want to talk about the changes anymore. But what you're asked to do now is to find 2 topics, and these can be topics that you pull right out of your topic map. Right? You could say, okay, you could be finish your topic map, right? And then you would have 10 topics with some connections between them. You could look at that and choose your favorite 2, right? Choose your favorite 2 from your topic list. If I were you, I would try to choose one that has a strong connection, like 2 topics that you can think of that have a very strong connection. So if you can do that, and you can find your 2 topics with a strong connection, then that's what your project can be about. And the idea of the project is to take a look at these 2 topics and just describe them in the way that you know how. So I just want you to demonstrate that you understand this topic. That's what I want you to do. So you can choose how you want to do this. I would like to see some examples. I'd like to see that you can do some examples. I would also really like to see that you can make connections to the real world. That you can say, okay, well, this is an important topic because this is how we use it in the real world, or this is how scientists use this topic, or this or that, right? So you might have to do some research. It doesn't have to be a lot of research, but if I were you, I would try to choose a topic that you already know is important, or that you kind of had a feeling is important, and then from there go and explore that a little more deeply. And I think that whenever I do introduce a topic, I think I do drop some hints about how this topic is used in real life. I think that it is important to know how these topics are used in real life, and where other subjects like science and statistics and things like this, and how they use these math topics, because they use them quite a bit. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the project and the topic map. I know, I think I may have mentioned on Monday that there's going to be some changes coming up in terms of where I will be working. I hope that this doesn't affect you too much, but it is looking as though as of June 1st, which is this coming Monday, on June 1st, teachers are probably, it's not 100% sure yet, teachers are probably going to go to school to do their remote learning from school. So you won't get to see my nice, beautiful background anymore. I know that I kind of changed. I mean, I'm still sitting in the same, this is maybe more what you're used to, this kind of view. I just have my iPad over here because it's a better camera than my webcam. Anyway, so there might be a different view. I think that we might have a retirement party for Goose. I think a few people mentioned that we should do that. So that would be on Friday. Will be the last day that I'm streaming from home, and it might turn out that it doesn't happen, right? It might turn out that I stay here. I think that a lot of things are up in the air right now, and I think that you guys are probably seeing that things are changing and decisions are changing, and there's so many reasons for that, and I'm sure you understand that. No one really knows what they're doing here, right? I mean, we're all no, like, there's no handbook on how to teach during a pandemic. So you know, we're all kind of learning how to handle this as it comes. So, you know, messages from the government go down to like superintendents and this and this and this, and then so you may hear something from the government of Manitoba, but then you have to remember that those are suggestions, and that those suggestions may be accepted or rejected by different school divisions and things like this. So we're still kind of like, nothing is for sure yet, but it's looking as though I will probably be back at school on Monday. And if that's the case, then I may be inviting some students, just one at a time, maybe just to have a meeting. Like, maybe if you've been having a challenging time handing in assignments, and you're at risk of getting a credit, and we want to kind of start the process of that recovery learning maybe a little bit early, then I may ask you to come in. But again, I don't know if I'll even be going into school next week. So yeah, there's going to be some changes next week for the last month of school. We've only got a few weeks left, so even those changes, I mean, it's only going to be for a couple of weeks anyways. So yeah, so I think that's all I really wanted to say. If you have any questions, like I say, send me a message, but just try to be patient with me while I answer everyone's questions. It's also you know, you have to remember that I'm on several different platforms, right? So some people are asking me questions on Discord, some are on Instagram, some are on email. So I'm kind of juggling these things as they go. So just be patient. If it's been a couple of days since you asked me a question, I'll get to you. It also doesn't hurt to send me a second email, right? If you send me a message and then it's been a couple of days, then you're not gonna hurt my feelings by reminding me, hey, can you please respond to this, because you know, sometimes things get shuffled around. And look who decided to just pop up and say hi. Hi, Goose. Yeah, she's gonna miss you guys. This has been a really great experience for Goose because she loves having me around all day. It's been really great for the two of us. Been doing a lot of bonding. I mean, Kima's around too, but yeah, Kima usually just keeps to herself. She's fine. But Goose is she really needs attention and stuff, and me working from home really has given her a lot of attention, so that's nice. So, oh, and Goose is now stepping on the keyboard. Okay, Goose, bye-bye. Yeah, so, yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We're kind of starting to wind down on the instruction here, as you can probably tell. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll just be doing some review topics and things like that, covering stuff that we've already done before, so I hope that's okay. Yeah, so stay in touch. Let me know how your project is going. And I will talk to you guys on Friday. So Professor Goose, say goodbye. And yeah, no, say goodbye to them. Them. Yeah, say goodbye to them. Bye-bye. She's purring. Oh, I love when she purrs. She looks kind of uncomfortable, but she's actually purring, so she must be happy. Okay, bye guys. I will talk to you. Okay, Goose. Okay, you're going a little crazy here. I will talk to you guys on Friday. Bye bye.